Good evening, and welcome to Weird-O-Rama. I am your host, Victor von Psychotron, and all of us at Weird-O-Rama will always strive to bring you the creepy, the strange, and of course, the weird.
Hands on hips! Wait! 1, 2, 3, 4.
Tonight's film is another Roger Corman-produced classic, Beast from Haunted Cave. Its director, Monty Hellman, is best known for directing the 1970s road race movie, Two-Lane Blacktop. Frank Wolf, who plays Alex in the film, went on to an excellent career in spaghetti westerns in Europe, including Sergio Leone's Once Upon a Time in the West and Sergio Corbucci's The Great Silence. Also be sure to look for Richard Sinatra as Marty. He is Frank Sinatra's cousin. Also be sure to watch for Chris Robinson. He is the bartender in this film and also the Beast from Haunted Cave. He went on to an excellent career in television. So, lock all of your doors and windows. Turn off all of your lights. Sit back, have a cup of tea, or hot chocolate if you prefer it in this weather, and enjoy tonight's film, Beast from Haunted Cave. But first, a cartoon, and another episode of the serial, The Green Hornet.
Up in the sky! Look! It's a plane! It's a plane! It's of lightning, more powerful than the pounding surf, mightier than a roaring hurricane. This amazing stranger from the planet Krypton, the man of steel, Superman. Possessing remarkable physical strength, Superman fights a never-ending battle for truth and justice, disguised as a mild-mannered newspaper reporter, Clark Kent.
In the wake of a series of baffling crimes, the body of an elderly man has just been found in the marsh flats outside the city. He has been identified as the watchman at the Metropolis munitions plant.
There's a story, or I'm no reporter.
He is believed to be the victim of an organized ring of saboteurs. More news later.
Sounds like there might be a story at the plant, Lois.
Lois? Me name is Louis, not Lois. Gee whiz, everybody interpolates me name wrong. It's Louis. L-O-U-I-S. Lois. Louise. Lucy. Now I'm so mixed up, I don't know who I am.
Okay, Watchman. Take your post in the main shop. Be on the alert. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Oh, pardon me.
Upstairs, 12 o'clock. Very important. Report upstairs, 12 o'clock. Very important. wonder what the big shot wants.
That was a good job you did on the watchman last night. Now, how about that dynamite charge under the shops?
It's wired to the switch on the plant floor below. When the new watchman pulls that switch tonight, the whole place
Get that girl.
All right, man. Now load in the dynamite.
Jones speaking.
Hello, Jones. We're ready for the test. Send out the torpedo immediately.
Immediately. Here comes the torpedo now. And that old hulk out there is the target. Naturally, for experimental purposes, there is no explosive in the torpedo. Okay, stand by. Ready? Fire! Miss Lane, are you all right?
Superman. They're about to blow up the plant.
Hurry, throw that switch.
Superman put an end to their little act, and this puts an end to yours, Clark Kent.
badly, sir?
No, just shaken up a little.
Is he...
Still alive, but unconscious. Here, help me get him to the car. We must get him to the police hospital at once.
Grand jury's indicted Mortensen.
Go on, what else?
The indictment was based on evidence mailed to the district attorney by the now famous Green Hornet. The district attorney expects to uncover the higher-ups for whom the insurance broker acted.
They know you at the county jail as an attorney. Get to Mortensen and keep him quiet.
That'll be easy. Mortensen thinks quite a lot of his wife and that boy of his.
When you get through with Mortensen, go out to the flying school and check with the department on those aviation policies. I've seen student flyers do worse, Mr. Jenks, but I can't remember when. Sure. So what's the matter with you, Gilpin? You've had plenty of training under a good instructor.
I guess I lost my head, Mr. Peebles. Sure was a bum landing. Listen, buddy, any landing you can walk away from is a good landing.
Every time you bring in a story, I can feel the circulation going down.
You worked with the papers.
I can already see the Borden Flying School camping on our doorstep to cancel their advertising contracts.
Jenks antagonizing our advertisers again, Miss Case?
Say, Mr. Reed, I was out of the Bartlett Field this morning, and believe me, that place ought to be investigated.
Why?
Why, they've had 4 fatal crack-ups. They don't give their students enough training before sending them out for solo flying.
What's the idea?
Well, the students pay for a training course which ends with their first solo. Believe me, they rush them through.
Government regulations require a student to have 8 hours in dual-control machine before being allowed to solo.
Sure they do, but with the school keeping the records, who's to know whether they have 8 hours or 5 or 6?
Well, the students should know.
Oh, all they care about is soloing as soon as possible and getting the certificate. Can't you, Mr. Reed? That's a racket of some kind.
I'll go out there and take a look at it myself.
Okay.
You ain't figuring to do any flying out at this Bartlett place, are you, Reed?
No, I just thought I'd go out and see how a flying school was run. Maybe you'd like to go up, Michael.
Not me. You couldn't get me up in one of them things if all the snakes in Ireland was after me.
Airplanes are safer than autos.
Oh, yeah? Well, take a look at that one. Any second.
The crash must have killed him instantly.
Maybe he inhaled the flames.
No, I don't think so. There's something funny about that fire. Those flames didn't come from gas.
But if there was no gasoline in there, what caused the fire?
I wish I knew. Get a blanket from the car. Have you any proof of that?
She wasn't Dick Barber's fiancée. I was.
But Miss Weaver, our reporter, was informed by officials of the flying school that Miss Josephine Weaver Allen was his fiancée.
They lied. Dick and I were secretly engaged for months.
Where does this Josephine Weaver Allen come in?
I was told at the school that they had named her as Dick's beneficiary.
And your name is simply Josephine Weaver?
Yes.
I think I can help you, Miss Weaver. Only on one condition.
What's that?
That you stay out of the picture and don't say anything to anybody about this.
I won't, Mr. Reed. Thank you.
Miss Case, get hold of Axford for me. Tell him I want him to do some undercover work at the flying school.
Anything else, Mr. Reed?
Yes, get Bartlett on the phone and make an appointment for me.
Yes, sir.
Well, Mr. Bartlett, reliable instructors, government-inspected equipment, and adequate training periods. How do you account for those 5 fatal accidents?
In flying an airplane, you haven't much time to make decisions. And you must be right the first time.
Well, it's impossible to tell whether a student has that judgment in an emergency until he's gone up in the plane alone.
Exactly.
Well, that puts a different light on those crashes. You see, I was interested in one of the boys that crashed.
Is that so? Which one?
Dick Barber. I was also surprised to learn that his fiancée was this Miss Allen. I understood he was engaged to Josephine Weaver.
I definitely know that Barber designated Miss Allen as his beneficiary.
I wonder if I could see Barber's original application for insurance. You have it in your office, haven't you?
No, that's on file with the insurance company.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, thank you very much, Mr. Bartlett. You've been much more help to me than you realize.
Did Bartlett find out the real reason for Reed's interest in the Barber crash?
No. Reed seemed to know that Josephine Weaver was Barber's fiancée and not Josephine Weaver Allen.
Well, get the Allen girl out of town at once.
Right, I'll put Dean and Corey on the job.
What's our destination tonight, Mr. Britt?
We're going to call on a young lady, a Miss Josephine Weaver Allen.
Bill Bartlett?
Stay right where you are and keep quiet, Miss Allen.
What do you want? Who are you? The Green Hornet. What do you want here?
I want to know why you're posing as Dick Barber's fiancée.
Because I was engaged to him.
You didn't even know him.
You're going to have a hard time proving that.
I'm not going to try. You're going to prove it to the district attorney.
That's what you think.
All right, listen to this. I've talked to Bartlett.
You saw Phil Bartlett?
Yes. Dick Barber named Josephine Weaver as his beneficiary. Your name was substituted on the application, and you collected $10,000 in the insurance company.
Did Phil Bartlett tell you that?
I want that money.
The double-crossing rat. Did he tell you I had to kick back with $9,500 of it?
To whom did you give the $9,500? For whom were you working?
All right. I'll really give you the lowdown. But first we've got to get out of here.
You're telling me here and now.
But they're coming for me to take me out of town. We've got to move fast.
Are you telling the truth?
Well, what do you suppose I'm packing for? You've got to get me away from here so they can't find me.
Take her to the car.
She's trying to make a getaway.
Are you able to drive?
Two men grabbed a girl.
Yes, I saw them. You've got to catch them.
Hey, Corey. Isn't that the car, the Green Hornet?
After us.
We'll soon find out. Swing around the next corner. One's after us, all right. Our only chance is to keep turning corners. Step on it. The Green Hornet. That's pretty tall.
Cato. The girl is dead.
You go after him. I'll stay here.
Josephine Weaver Allen, Dick Barber's fiancée, was killed last night.
Really?
Yes, the car she was riding in was run down by the car of the Green Hornet.
Who's the authority for that statement?
The police. They came up just as the Hornet car was making its getaway.
Here comes Axford. He'll find out all about it for us.
Sure, and I have found out all about it.
You found out all about what?
The Bartlett Flying School. I sent young Tanner out there to take up a course as a student flyer.
What did he find out?
He overheard a couple of mechanics talking. One of them says to the other, Gilpin's going up for his first night solo flight tonight, and the boss said to have 2824 on the line near Hangar 2 at 10 o'clock, service special.
Was that all he found out?
It was not. The other mechanic says, boy, they're sure crowding it. It was only the other day that Dick Barber's plane was service special, and laddie, it was Dick Barber's plane we saw crash.
So it was. Go to the cashier and get a check for Tanner, Michael.
Oh, but Reed, this special service means murder.
Go on. You've been reading detective stories, Michael.
Yes, sir, but... Oh, for that... I beg, Lord, the boy is losing his mind.
Field, Cato. Silence the motor and pull in behind hangar number 2. I want to take a look at plane 2824.
All set, Pete? Yep. All set to go. I gave a special service job, Gilpin.
Oh, gee, thanks, Pete. You know, this flight means a lot to me.
Means a lot to the school, too. You know, turning out good flyers.
When I make this flight, I'll be through training. I can get a job. See, I'll need a job, too. Spent every dime I had on this course. But once I'm working, everything will be Jake. Say, I could even get married, Pete.
I suppose I'm wasting my time giving you advice. A flyer ain't got no business fooling with women.
Oh, but this one's different, Pete. She's...
Yeah, I know. Warm up your motor about 5 minutes before you take off. Mr. Bartlett, sir? This is Pete out at the field. Gilpin's warming up his motor to take off in 5 minutes. Yes, sir. 2824's been specially serviced, sir. Don't worry, Mr. Bartlett, sir.
Excuse me.
You haven't?
No, sir. The blow I gave him will read him paralyzed for precisely 30 minutes.
You're a marvel. Mr. Bartlett, sir, this is Pete again. You got to get out here quick. No, I can't tell you over the phone, but you got to get out here. You're hangar number 2, and hurry. He said he'd be here in about 10 minutes. We've got to... Gilpin must be in his plane now. I must stop him from taking off. You hide behind that desk. Before it comes, you know what to do. Hey, Gilpin, you're not going up in that ship.
It says I'm not. Green Hornet, huh? What do you want?
I want you to stay out of that plane.
Like fun, I will. I got a night's solo to do, and I'm going to make it. Business is yours anyway.
I haven't time to explain now, but you're not going up in that ship.
No?
Has nerve. First one that hasn't been afraid of the Green Hornet.
Only those with a guilty conscience fear the Green Hornet, sir.
I hated to gas him, but it was the only way I could save him. I left him alongside the hangar.
He'll be as good as new in an hour.
Pete! Pete, where are you?
Hold it, Bartlett.
Green Hornet. What are you doing here?
I I want to have a little talk with you. That's why I phoned you.
So it was you tricked me out here. Well, what do you want?
What's wrong with plane 2824? Answer me. What's wrong with plane 2824?
There's nothing wrong with it.
You're lying, Bartlett. You know there's something wrong with it. What is it?
Nothing's wrong with it, I tell you. What is this all about, anyway?
Hang on.
Excuse, please.
Bring him on out. For the last time, Bartlett, what's wrong with this plane?
Nothing, I tell you.
All right.
What are you going to do?
Take you for a little flight.
Not in this plane.
Oh, yes, I am. Now we'll see how 2824 flies with its special service.
Get this plane back on the ground.
Why? It's in perfect flying order.
No, it's not. It's suicide to fly this ship. Listen, if you set this ship down, I'll tell you what's wrong with it.
You'll tell me before I set it down. We're staying up here until I find out.
Put it into a glide and land. The gas is gone.
That's the special service. Insufficient gas.
Get it down. Get it down. There's an incendiary bomb hidden somewhere in the plane. It's set it afire.
That's your racket, huh? Well, you can collect insurance on both the plane and pilot.
I'm forced to. I'm just one of the syndicate.
Who's the head of it?
Listen, you think you're going to get some information and then bail out. But it won't work. If you'll untie me and let me bail out with you, I'll tell you what you want to know.
All right. There. Now tell me who's the head of this.
Wouldn't you like to?
Houston, you haven't a chance. Now tell me who's the head of this.
How'd it come out? Not bad. Look, I got one more shot to get up here. Get your skis and meet me at the lift.
he doing?
Not bad.
Well, he'll whip it, you know. He always does.
Always does what?
Whatever he wants. Yes, sir. Mr. Alexander Wood is a very capable gent. Don't you ever get thirsty?
Not at 10 in the morning.
Well, it was exactly at 10 a.m. that Mr. Martini invented the olive.
That was terrific. Just terrific. Feels just like you're flying and you could keep on going forever.
What a perfectly delightful idea.
Soused already?
Still, are you ready for the Olympics yet?
Gypsy, you really ought to try it. It's a brand new feeling.
You mean I've missed one?
Had enough for today? Yes, Gil. I'm expecting Mr. Smith and Mr. Jones. They've been out seeing the sights.
I hope the sights are tied down.
But Mr. Jones and Mr. Smith want to take a lesson today? Yes, I think
They'll probably be wanting to take one all night.
Well, I doubt that. There's a cougar on a rampage in this area.
I don't think I'd be frightened with you around. Mr. Jackson looks as though he could take care of anything, doesn't he, Alex?
Happiness Lodge. The place is well named, Gil. Thanks. I like it. Mighty hard place to get to, though. I like that, too.
I bet you're hard to get to.
Hello, Gil. Hi, boss.
Have a good time?
Good enough, boss.
Boy, this place is great. We went through a barn full of horses, and we took Polaroid pictures of people skiing and fishing. Oh, yeah, and we found a mine.
Gypsy and I are going back to the lodge. I think it might be a good idea for you two to stay up here and let Mr. Jackson show you the ropes.
He'll need one to hold him up.
They'd better learn if we're going to make that cross-country run tomorrow.
Drop by the lodge later. I'd like to take a look at those pictures.
Right, boss.
Let's go, Gypsy. What are you trying to do? Make that yokel suspicious?
Did I say something wrong, my sweet?
Someday I'm going to shut that pretty little mouth of yours for good.
Promises. Nothing but promises.
Well, that's fine. Both doing very well. Now, it's just a matter of practice. You'll get plenty of that tomorrow in the cross country.
Listen, Gil, when you make that turn, how do you do that thing you told us about?
You've been doing pretty well.
Yeah?
It's a question of getting your weight distributed over the skis in the right way.
Is it okay if I leave these here till tomorrow? I'll wear the boots.
That'll be fine.
Is that your dog?
Yes. He's half mine.
Will he bite me if I pet him?
No, he's very affectionate.
Well, they say a dog always mirrors his master.
Co-master.
Oh, excuse me, co-master. What's your name?
Jill.
Oh, how do you do? My name's Jack.
Oh, really?
No, I was only kidding. It's Marty. How long have you been here?
All my life.
No, I mean here at the ski shop.
I started this year. You've never skied before?
Oh, yeah, I've skied. I'm just, kind of brushing up. It's funny, every time I look at you, I smile.
Did I tell you I knitted this sweater?
It's a great color. What is it?
Cedar brown.
Funky color. Will you knit me one?
You'll have to get in line.
I mean, you like to knit. Is that your scene?
I like to do things with my hands. I'm going to take up painting when I get the nerve.
All you have to do is to start painting.
But I don't know anything about it.
Well, you don't have to know anything about it. All you have to do is to do it. Well, who knew anything when they first started painting?
What if it's bad?
Well, it's not bad or good. If it's what you like to do, do it.
Really?
I wish I had known that about 6 years ago. I wanted to do something, but I was afraid.
You shouldn't smoke, you know. It's bad for your lungs.
How old are you?
I don't like to tell. How old do you think I am?
20. 19.
How old are you?
How old do you think I am?
25.
27. You're not married, are you?
No,
Would you like to have dinner?
I don't know you.
Have you got a boyfriend?
No. I have to cook dinner every night for my brother.
Well, that's okay. I'll give him a quarter to go to the movies.
Hi, Jill. I see you met Mr. Jones.
Call me Marty.
Hi, Gil. This is my brother.
Well, I think I better give him a buck.
I'm taking Mr. Jones and his friends on a cross-country trip to the cabin tomorrow. We'll be leaving pretty early in the morning, so you and I will have to go over those orders tonight. Sorry, Jill.
Sure, Gil.
Jill and Gil, that's kind of cute.
We don't have much imagination around these parts. But I guess Gil and Jill is about as original as Mr. Smith and Mr. Jones.
Attention. Can we have another patrolman at the bottom of number 1 chair right now?
Oh, give me a home where the weightlifters roam, where the rough and the rugged ones play. Where never is heard an inhibited word, and who would remove in this?
Quiet!
You don't have to yell.
I said shut up!
Picture's okay, boss?
You could have gotten some more of the mine area. What's the vault like?
A cracker box with an iron door.
Fine. Well, boys, I think we got a classic going here. Marty, tonight you're going to go up and plant the charges in the mine, right?
Righto.
Tomorrow morning at 8:30, Gypsy is going to take the cowboy up on the ski lift to get him out of the way. At 9 o'clock, the mine blows, and everybody runs to see the disaster.
It'll look big.
Then we move into the administration building, make the heist, grab the ski lift, and meet the other two at the top for the trip.
Simple.
Simple as you, my boy.
So then we wait at Jackson's cabin till Tasser shows with the plane, right?
Right. Come in. Hello, Gil.
Hi. How are the leg muscles?
Well, they're a little sore, but I think they're going to be all right.
Good. Say, I need about $20 for supplies.
Marty?
I'd like you to reconsider taking this cross-country run. It's 2 days to the cabin. If anything happens, we're out of luck.
Well, don't worry. If Byron breaks a leg, we can always shoot him.
Hiya, Jackson. Did you get that cougar?
Well, not yet, Miss Brulette. I'll see you later.
Won't you have a drink with us?
Mr. Jackson has to get things ready for the trip tomorrow. We'd like to leave between 8 and 8:30. Is that all right, Gil?
That's fine. I'll see you later.
People like that really exist?
Not for you, Charles.
Not for me, Charles, because I'm with you, Sam.
You said it, Jane.
Look at all the happy little people enjoying their freedom. Do-si-do and round we go.
What kind of freedom is that? They're all tied down to their petty little futures.
Might be nice to have a future, even a petty little one.
What's bugging you, Charles? Don't you like the setup anymore?
Anymore has been a long time.
What's wrong? Nothing's changed.
Maybe I have, Charles.
What's with your friends? Let's spend it.
Scotch on the rocks, 3 bourbons with branches, 1 daiquiri, and 2 gin fizzes. Hi, Gil.
Hi, Natalie.
I feel like a little dance.
Just stay put, Charles.
Howdy, cowboy.
Howdy yourself. Where's Natalie? Was here a minute ago.
Come on, nature boy. I want to dance.
Woodsman, what goes on behind that big silent face of yours?
Nothing clever enough to interest you, I'm afraid.
Well, we don't have to be clever all the time. I can talk about the important things, like nature. What do you think of nature, Gil?
I guess it's pretty natural.
Do you have a girl?
2 or 3.
Well, I don't think that's enough.
Hey, what's that in there?
Part of the broken boot mine.
Oh, yeah? Let's go take a look.
Nothing to see this time of night. Besides, it's kind of spooky in the dark. And they spin this big cat around.
Well, this, baby will take care of any little, pussycats.
How come you pack a gun?
Well, Gil Jackson told me about the cougar. Well, take a look. Come on.
What are you going to do now?
I've never seen a gold mine before. I want to take a look. Come on. You wait here a minute.
Have a big ball down there?
Uh-huh.
Is that pretty blonde woman your wife?
She's my boss's, secretary.
Oh, I get it. She sure can do her share of drinking.
You sure can do your share of talking.
Stop what?
Staring at him.
Staring at who?
The cowboy.
I'm not staring at the cowboy. Staring at the days of blind dates and bobby socks, chocolate malls.
Have you seen Natalie?
Who?
The dark-haired girl that serves drinks here.
No.
I used to be a dark-haired girl. I'm still serving.
She was here an hour ago.
Sorry, I can't help you. Can't even help myself.
I'll be back in a minute. What's the matter with you? Something go wrong? Come on, talk.
I told you.
You told me nothing.
I told you.
Did you set the charges? At 9 o'clock? Honey, what's bugging you?
You killed that good-looking chick.
What chick?
Natalie.
You mean the girl that works in the bar? You took that girl.
What happened to him?
Stupid idiot.
I know all that.
He took the barmaid to the mine and somehow managed to let her get knocked off.
Knocked off. She's dead? The dark-haired girl?
I don't know. Maybe the cougar got her.
It wasn't any cougar. I saw this thing and I saw this egg right down in the shaft where I planted the charge.
Alex, are you going to blow up that mine tomorrow?
At 9 o'clock. That means that you and Nature Boy will be at the top of the ski lift at 8:30.
You're going to blow up that mine, kill all those people. Alex, you're nothing but a mass murderer. Just a few bars of gold.
Tomorrow's Sunday. Nobody works.
Believe me, this is tough work. Makes you hungry as a bear. And the first thing I reach for is a big bottle of log cabin syrup. Man, what a flavor it has.
There's nothing like that real maple flavor of log cabin syrup to bring out the extra goodness of French toast or your favorite pudding. That's why folks buy more log cabin than all other maple blended syrups put together. So get log cabin syrup in the big family size bottle.
You all set for the big adventure?
You certainly look bright and shiny this morning.
You expecting maybe a hangover?
Certainly not a girl from a soap commercial. Good morning.
Is it that time already?
You were the one that said 8.
I must have been out of my mind.
I just checked on Marty and Byron. They're still out.
Look, why don't you two go on up to the ski lift? The boys and I'll have breakfast and join you later.
No last chance to talk you out of this?
What are the state police doing way up here?
Oh, Natalie, the cocktail waitress, took off last night. Hasn't been seen since.
Oh, I see. Well, look, why don't you two get started and we'll join you in about half an hour, okay?
Okay, we'll be there.
Shall we all?
Stay with me!
Wait till you get to the top.
starting.
The worst part of the trip's over.
Thanks to the left.
Oh.
Where do we go from here?
That's where we came from and where we should be heading back. That's the way to my cabin.
It looks cold and desolate.
It is. Let's go.
Wow! Look at all that gold. Hey, can we take more than 6?
2 apiece. That's all we can handle.
Well, what do you think of me?
What do you mean?
Well, this is the first time you've seen me sober, isn't it?
I'm paid to teach people how to ski, not to think about them.
I'm always making scenes like that one last night. Don't you ever make scenes, Gil?
I try not to.
Well, you don't have to. You can go away to your cabin and burrow in the snow. Some people have all the luck.
I think you make your own luck.
I know you're wrong. Your luck makes you. I was real lucky once, and look what it did. Got a cigarette?
Come on, get with it.
I got 64% antifreeze in my veins.
You talk like a faded woman regretting a misspent life.
Well,
Here goes the roller coaster! Here goes the roller coaster! Woohoo! Oh, little lady!
how old are you, Gil?
30.
30. You like to ski. You like to be alone. Things are about the same for you as they were 10 years ago, right?
Pretty much.
10 years ago, I was, 16. 10 million years ago.
You must have done a lot.
I've done everything.
So I have my whole life ahead of me. And yours is all used up.
Not quite. Here comes the rest of mine on that chairlift.
Let's go.
Hail, hail, the gang's all here.
Are you sure you know what you're in for?
This cross-country ski run is something I've been dreaming about ever since I was a little kid.
When were you ever a little kid, Charles?
Everybody stick close and follow my lead.
Okay, Gil. Here we go.
Here for tonight.
Whoa!
As good a place as we're going to find.
I've never been so tired in all my life. Not me. I feel wonderful.
I got just the thing to fix you up.
Yeah, what?
We need firewood.
Ah!
What's wrong with you? We're being followed.
What? I've been feeling it on the back of my neck all day.
You need a haircut.
Hey, you're getting pretty useless.
Don't laugh, Byron. That old tingling has saved many a trapper and prospector.
Here's to the old tinkling from an old prospector.
What about that wood?
Well, I'll tell you, if I can get up there, the spirit's willing. Oh, man.
Well, stay put. I'll be back in a few minutes. And while I'm gone, you can start packing down the snow.
What's eating you?
Hey, you gotta forget that girl.
I'm not thinking about her.
Well, what are you thinking about?
The thing that got her. Now, it saw me and it means to get me. And that's what's been following us.
You're a bundle of cheer.
You better snap out of it fast, smart boy. Yeah, sure. You know, day after tomorrow, Tass is gonna come out here with a ski plane, and we're off to Canada to spin a loose.
You knock off the funny talk with Nature Boy.
Can't stop me from talking.
Don't tempt me.
What's the matter? What's the matter?
Marty!
Look at his face. Marty, what happened? What happened?
Oh, nothing. Go back to sleep.
Why don't you turn in? I'll take the rest of your watch.
Nobody takes my watch. I still got 2 hours left to go, and I don't want to be a burden on anybody.
Finish your watch, and I'm going back to the sack.
Anybody that wants to stand watch has got to be a kook.
I'm going back to sleep before the next thrilling episode.
Are you sure you're all right? I don't mind.
I told you I'll take the watch.
One, two, three, four. Hoop. Hands on hips. Lay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hands on hips.
Take a look at this. Look at this.
What is it?
Some kind of tracks. I've never seen anything like it before. Must have passed through here during the night.
You were on guard last night. What happened?
Nothing you can handle.
What kind of an answer is that? You were on guard all last night. Did you see something or didn't you?
What I saw, you wouldn't believe.
Look, I'm getting sick and tired of this. What did you see last night?
Nothing.
Maybe I can help you to remember.
Oh, that would be nice. We could take turns sitting up with him and his friend. Come on, Alex, let's go.
We'd make it, Jill. It was mostly downhill.
So what?
What about the return trip? Well, it looks like a nice place. Maybe we'll stay. We should head back before dawn if we're going to make a campsite by nightfall.
Tomorrow?
Oh, isn't that the idea? Well, Jill, we're all a little tired. Couldn't we stay over a day and rest? That's fine with me. I'd like you to meet my housekeeper.
Massacre! It's Geronimo! Help!
As I was starting to say, I'd like you to meet my housekeeper, Small Dove. How do you do, Small Dove?
How do you do? You'll have to forgive my son. His head was run over by horses last week.
Time for chow.
Say, Gil, tell me something. How much land you got here?
Oh, about 20 acres.
Does this lake get pretty solidly frozen over?
Yeah, it's pretty frozen, but I wouldn't try walking on it.
Say, Gil, how much money can you make as a ski instructor?
Well, you can't make as much money here as you could at a place like Aspen, but I get by.
Will you make enough money to live on and be happy?
Well, sure. You can't base happiness on the amount of money you make. Well, I'm not knocking money, but well, there are other things. Besides, I got this property and the ski shop.
Well, basically, you do pretty good then.
It works out okay.
And nobody's your boss.
Well, nobody tells me what to do, if that's what you mean.
Well, don't you have to keep pushing? Don't you feel like taking it easy?
Well, I like what I'm doing. I think that's about as easy as you can take it. We better go on in. Small Dove's probably got dinner ready.
I think I know why Byron eats like that.
Why is that?
He has to keep himself stuffed to prevent his brain from slipping down his throat into his stomach.
Now let's pause for a brief look at the news. The biggest story to hit the Black Hills since the murder of Wild Bill Hickok was Sunday's sensational robbery at the Broken Boot Mine in Deadwood.
What?
Authorities believe the bandits could not have left the vicinity by the single daily train and therefore must be hiding out somewhere in the area. Police also believe that the simultaneous mine explosion in which watchman Leonard Wilsey lost his life was in some way connected with the robbery, perhaps as a diversion. In a moment, the weather.
Can you beat that?
It must have happened right after we left.
Yes, so we'd have heard about it.
The weatherman says snow and heavy overcast for Deadwood and Lead all day Tuesday, with strong winds Wednesday, possibly clearing Thursday. And now, back to
Gil,
music in a mellow mood.
will the weather be the same here as it is in town?
Just about.
I hope it clears for the trip back.
Better clear tomorrow.
Why tomorrow? We're staying here, remember?
Come on, Byron. I've never cut a buffalo rug before.
Well, I hope I'm sharp enough.
What do you do up here on these long winter nights, Gil?
Read, mostly.
What kind of stuff?
Sometimes I just flip open the encyclopedia. Something interesting on almost every page.
Don't you ever have a yen to cut out and make the big city?
What for?
Well, it's living.
Really? I went to San Francisco once. I was there for about a week. I think I saw just about everything there was to see in that length of time.
Didn't like it?
Oh, no, it was wonderful. But there's something about these mountains and trees, wind, that makes everything else kind of insignificant.
Well, I guess it takes all kinds.
It's your turn, Mountain Man. Man, mountain, man. I think you're lovely.
Marty, drop it! Byron, put that away.
Everything over?
Please forgive my outburst, Gil. I'm afraid I have a bad temper.
I can't say much for any of you.
You don't know how much trouble I've had from this broad.
Nice going.
Don't step out of line, cowboy.
For the moment, you're a guest here. I'll thank you to keep your hands off Miss Willette.
I'll treat my secretary any way I feel like it. You can keep your nose out of it.
Unless you want a 38 caliber nose job.
Where are you going?
It'll be fun taking care of that joker.
Nothing moves till the plane gets here. And I'll take care of him myself. But if you're not doing anything, you can go outside and build a fire. Keep it going. Just in case that idiot Tasser tries to come in ahead of the storm.
Gypsy?
Thanks for the big try, Galahad. Fortunately, I do that sort of thing all the time. Alex had a perfect right to slap me. Maybe I'll kill him someday, but I can't blame him for being sore.
Why don't you get out?
That's what I keep telling myself. But I know I'll never have the guts. I've become part of Alex. Maybe a sick part, but a permanent one.
What are you really afraid of?
I was an underpaid model in a wholesale house. And I met Alex. He was young and loaded. I liked the way he pushed me around. I liked it then. And now it's too late to go back. And I don't know if I really want to go back. I don't know what I want. But I know I'd rather have Alex than nothing at all.
You're selling yourself short.
Well, there's a law of supply and demand, mister. And I don't hear any bidders.
Maybe I can let it go for tonight. There's something out there.
Hey, take it easy, huh?
Sorry, baby. I'm not Florence Nightingale.
Don't these backwoods stations have any news during the night?
Why are you so concerned with the news?
It affects business.
There's a threat of war. People stop buying fireworks. What's it to you?
In a moment, the weather, which leads them to believe they are still in the area. There are no further clues. On the weather picture, forecasters warn that the new low moving in from Canada will bring blizzards to portions of the Dakotas sometime before Wednesday noon. In other parts of the country...
Blizzards. What's your worry? It might not come anywhere near here. Meanwhile, we can take it easy. Or are you in a hurry to get somewhere?
What's that supposed to mean?
Just a question.
There you go, all fixed up.
Thanks, Jan.
Huh?
Hot milk and graham crackers.
For me?
You were very brave.
Feeling any better?
Never better.
It was a pretty dumb stunt you pulled.
I pulled it on my own time.
What time? You've got a 24-hour-a-day job.
Yeah? But my business with that baby outside is strictly personal. It's the most personal thing that's ever happened to me.
So far.
Any more questions?
Take him to bed. Well, how many people do you have working for you in Chicago?
Well, about 200. Why?
You must have quite a turnover. Good night.
Looking for Tasser? He won't try to make it with a storm coming up.
Doesn't make any difference anyway. We'll take a walk.
Work is a beautiful thing when somebody else is doing it.
You should try it sometime.
Hey, give me the axe.
Probably chop your leg off.
Oh, it's a leg one way or the other.
Well, it wouldn't matter if it was just any old leg.
You think you've noticed? Gil, I'm beginning to understand how you feel about this place.
It's comfortable and warm. At night, I like to listen to the wind trying to get in.
You think it ever will?
Not while I've got two hands to hold it back.
Gil, they're going to kill you. You don't seem very surprised.
No, I'm not. How do they figure to get out of here?
There's a plane coming. It was due this morning.
Probably delayed by the weather.
Then we were going to go to Canada.
We're going?
I would like to stick around if you'd have me.
I haven't really thought about it.
It's not true.
Or maybe not completely.
Well, I didn't know anything about that killing until I heard it over the radio.
You don't know me. And I don't know you at all. You got it in your mind you want to return to nature. And I'm part of it. But what happens when you get bored?
How do you know what I think?
I don't know. I wish I did. I know one thing for sure. I'm sending Small Dove back to her relatives. And I'm heading back to blow the whistle on your friends. If you still want to come along, meet me between 6 and 6:30 on the ridge where we first saw the cabin.
Strong-looking woman, that Small Dove.
Big vulture.
Too bad we have to kill her.
Why knock her off? I kind of like that hefty old squaw.
Fantastic kind she goes, along with Marty and the cowboy.
Marty sure is flipped.
He's dangerous.
You really think he saw something?
Yeah, pink snowman.
Hey, boss, I found it.
Found what?
The Cougar's cave.
I'll get him yet.
Joey, you need a little break and a pickup. Come on over and join me. And the most refreshing picker-upper I know. Good Borden's milk.
That's good.
If it's Borden's, it's got to be good. And good for you, too.
I'm going to try again.
Hey, Joey. You want to try for this?
Hot diggity, I got it. Why don't you ask your mom to rope in plenty of good Borden's milk for you? With your cookies, your sandwiches, All your meals. It's wonderful. Tell her it's the only milk we drink.
Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. Bye, Borden today.
More than 50 people paid their last respects to Leonard Wilsey, who was tragically killed in the mine explosion last Sunday. And that's the news up to 5 o'clock.
Where's Davy Crockett?
He went hunting.
Hunting at night?
Left about 4, hunting a deer.
Sounds great.
When was the last time we had venison, Alex?
2 years ago at the Key Club.
At the Key Club. Chicago. You can only afford venison on your birthday, Alex. Out here, all it takes is a sense of nature and a strong hand on the trigger.
We're running off at the mouth tonight. Why don't you drink and get fractured? You'll be normal.
What did we do on my birthday that year, Alex?
Your birthday?
When is my birthday, Alex? Can't remember. Well, that year we spent my birthday in Florida. Pulled a bankroll robbery at the Miami Fireworks Company.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Killed 2 birds with 1 stone. Got 150 grand and put the Southern competition out of business.
Many happy returns.
You're acting mighty peculiar tonight.
What are we going to do after this job, Alex?
Oh, same things we always do. Why?
I've got an idea. Why not retire?
Retire?
You're a rich man, Alex. You've picked the bones of 1,000 boobs who happen to have enough money to catch your eye. You don't have to take chances anymore. Why not quit?
Sure, I'm a rich man, Charles. And you're living high because of it. I picked the bones of 1,000 boobs, and I'll pick the bones of 1,000 more because they are boobs, and they deserve exactly what they get.
That old man deserved what he got.
Every day, some old man steps in front of a car. I'll send flowers, but I'll never quit.
Well, that's that.
Here's a late highway warning. The west side of Strawberry Canyon Road is now closed and will be for at least another hour. Motorists are again warned not to drive unless absolutely necessary.
I guess
Storm
it
is
is.
expected to last through the night. And now a request for Mrs. Bertie Arnold in Deadwood from the Music Memory album.
Where are you going, Charles?
For a walk, Charles.
Follow it.
Hey, boss, I just figured it out. It's Pa.
What's Pa?
Him against the wall. It's been driving me crazy.
Get out of here. Pa.
Where's she going?
To be away.
I gotta follow her.
No, you stay with me.
Hey! Hey, wait, this ain't no time for romance.
Are you hungry?
Look, sweetheart, I gotta follow her. The boss told me to.
Thank you for waiting.
Thanks for coming.
You really mean that?
I usually mean what I say.
How do you know I'm not just trying to save my own skin?
It's easier for you to tell Alex and let him finish me.
It would have been easier, but it would have been impossible.
We better get started before the blizzard. It's a long way back.
Snap out of it, Byron. Snap out of it.
I see that you gentlemen have changed your ideas about my eyesight.
Shut up.
It got small now.
Well, maybe it'll be satisfied with it.
Not by a long shot. It knows who it's after.
We gotta do something. We'll do nothing but stay put. It hasn't tried to get into the cabin yet. As a matter of fact, it ran from us.
It didn't run from us. It ran from the fire that Byron threw at it.
Well, it doesn't make any difference. What chased it away? We're out here on a job. We can't afford to have any nightmares.
Okay. I never saw such an animal. What is it?
I saw pieces of an egg in the mine where it got Natalie. Now, that could have been buried there for millions of years until the men working on the mine found it.
I don't care what it is. I don't care if it chews up the whole state. I don't care if it came from Mars or happened by spontaneous combustion. We're going to Canada with a load of gold, so forget it.
You'll get us.
It'll get nothing.
You got small, though. Probably get Gypsy, too.
Gypsy? Where is she?
I saw her leaving on her skis.
Cowboy didn't come back yet either.
Gypsy and the cowboy. They deserve each other.
Where do you think they went?
Probably went back to town.
I'm going to get some soup.
Should probably tell him about the robbery.
I'll get the skis ready.
We'd never catch him now.
What are we going to do?
I'll probably run into that blizzard pretty soon. And they'll either have to hole up or turn back.
There's a giant cave right near here. That's the only place they can't hole up.
How do you know about the cave?
That's where I followed the cougar.
All right. I'll try it.
Can we beat the storm?
Not a chance.
Well, what'll we do?
We'll have to turn back.
I knew it was too good to be true. I knew I'd never get away.
Now, don't worry. We're not whipped yet. I know of a haunted cave not far from here. If you're not afraid of ghosts, we'll wait there till the storm blows over.
Anytime your broomstick is ready.
Hey, Byron, knock it off. Hey, meathead, I'm hungry.
Can't hear you, boss.
Why not?
He left?
Huh? Where would that imbecile go?
Don't ask me, boss. Maybe he's chasing that Indian squaw.
Oh, let him go.
You know, Jackson told me that the Black Hills are sacred Indian country. Heap bad medicine for evil men from foreign lands.
They must have heard we were coming. We don't eat Byron.
I don't think we need anybody.
Go back. Go back.
I come to help you.
You can't help now.
I gotta work fast. Is she still alive?
Yes, but she has no mind.
Nice of the cowboy to leave these things laying around.
What are they?
Very pistols.
What are they for?
They used to fire flares. They can be seen from miles away.
They're going to signal anybody.
Well, we can use them to light the cave, can't we?
Okay.
Small talk. Listen. We still got a chance. Marty's coming. He knows the monster's here. He's gonna get it. It's sucking her blood. Killed her. Hey, he's coming at me. He's gonna get me. Go away from me. Go on. Go on. Go on.
They must be here.
How do they know?
I made a very good guess. Stay here.
Be careful, Gilly.
Stop wiggling, I'll break your neck. Where's the cowboy?
me.
I'll take care of both of you.
He forced me to go with him.
So that's how it was, huh?
He did that without a gun.
Let's take it. You lead the way and no tricks. Hold on to her.
Good Lord.
Watch out, girl!
We hope you have enjoyed tonight's film, Beast from Haunted Cave. Please, feel free to email us your comments about it. Also, be sure to check out our blog and our Facebook fan page. So, for all of us at Weird-O-Rama, this is Victor von Psychotron, telling all of you to stay weird.
Was a man so gentle and kindly that the sight of cruelty and violence cut him like a whip. Transformed in one fantastic night into the graveyard ghoul whose claws were clenched with the wild, uncontrollable urge to kill.
Now, Hannah, who was it you saw?
It was too dark to see properly. He was more like a beast than a human being.
A man with the appetites of a monster. All human passions twisted by the same strange obsession that turned his face into a hideous mask of cruelty.
It was the same man, the very same man. I tell you that if you brought me face to face with him now. It was the Haymarket Strangler.
Body and soul, torn by the battle between good and evil, running amok in a reign of terror that paralyzed a city with fright.
Can a man step away from his past into a future free from fear? Or must a dead past return, making of every living moment a time tortured, tormented? enchanted, holding you spellbound for the she-ghost of Haunted Island. Their dreams of desire overshadowed by nightmares. Can a dead love's lust destroy a man? Or can a man defy the she-ghost of Haunted Island?
It's going to be just as though you never existed. I'm going to marry Meg.
But at the wedding rehearsal was one uninvited guest.
I'll never let you marry Meg. You belong to me, Tom. You belong to a ghost. Tom Stewart killed me.